Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Yeah, it's Andy here on a very cold January day. So today's video is going to be like a fun video. I'm going to show you some old photos and see if you recognise where they were taken. They were taken, you know, years ago, and so you can see how much things have changed here in St Neots. Right, I mean, you probably recognise this bit here. Yes, St Mary's Church. Well, that's been here for thousands of years. Well, 1,000 years plus, I suppose. So nothing's changed there. I'm going to take you to another place. I'm going to show you a photograph, and you tell me if you think you actually recognise it. So, do you recognise it? I mean, there's not many places in St Neots that have like an industrial chimney, and yeah, this is just on the outskirts of St Neots, near Amesbury, and yeah, here it is. I think that they've actually made the chimney a little bit shorter, but yeah, it was I'll say about 20 odd years ago was in fact a tyre place, as you can see. But now, well, it's called the Steam Flour Mill, and it's a lot of houses here now, apartments. So we go, that's the first one. That was an easy one, isn't it? Yeah. And yeah, Abbey Tyres, I think it was many years ago. Right, I'm going to take you to another place now, and tell me if you recognise it, where the photograph was actually taken. So, this next one, do you recognise it? Do you recognise the church in the background and the houses before it? It's in fact down Berkeley Street and looking towards St Mary's in St Neots. So if you just come to the channel, big hi, it's Andy. We're walking around St Neots and we're going to show you some old photos, and I'll just see if you actually recognise where the photographs were taken, and actually how much things have actually changed over the years. And of course that was, well, in fact, we're walking down Bartley Street now, heading towards St Mary's. So we're heading back into St Neots. So we have another old photo for you, and I want you to have a guess where you think it is. This one, I think, is going to be easy. Now, if you lived in St Neots for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, you will actually recognise this place as well, because Brittains, do you remember it? Used to be a furniture store. So what's there now? Let me show you. There we go. That's what's there now. The crazy dog ladies, beauty studio, a small shop, hairdressers, and a phone shop. So that's where Brittains used to be. Anyway, we'll continue our little walk through St Neots, looking at some old photos and see what's there now. So the photograph you're actually seeing now was taken in 1955. Have you noticed no traffic at all? But now, do you recognise where it is? Yes, it's Huntington Street. I don't know if you know actually, but in fact, where Pure Gym is, which has just opened up, that there used to be a hotel. And I didn't know that. And then it came to Beale's, the big department store, and then it all changed. Right, we're going to go for another little walk. We're going to go across, and we're going to head down and find another old photograph to show you, and see if you recognise where it is. So, the old fire station. Do you recognise it? It's not here anymore, because what's here now is this. Pizza Express. There is in fact a little sign saying all about it actually, which is just here, and this is where the old fire station used to be. and that's down Huntington Street. Right, we continue our little walk. We're going to send you some more old photos and see if you recognise where they are. Well, here's another photo. Do you recognise where it is? Taken probably around about, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's the top of Russell Street. So that's Russell Street. There used to be two shops just here, but they've been pulled down now. Now you've got We the hairdressers and you've got Blooming Nails. And so that's Russet Street. Right, we're going to continue our little walk. One thing I didn't know actually, because the shop there used to be called Ingles, and in fact they call this new building here Ingles Court, which is completely new to me. There's another photo, which is this one here. Where do you think that was taken? So this was taken from Russell Street, looking up Avenue Road, which is just up there. And that gives you an idea what's there. Okay, how are you getting on with knowing where the different photos were taken from? Huh? Some are easy, some are not. Okay, here's another one which you might find a little bit harder. It's a photograph that I found on Facebook only a few days ago. So where do you reckon this is taken from? It's a rear view of some cottages, and actually I don't know if I'm in the right place, but it's meant to be down Russell Street and round the back, and this is the back here. So I mean, I don't know if that's the same place or not, I don't know, but it's meant to be behind the Cottages down Russell Street, and that was taken around about 1963. So there should be, you know, so probably behind these houses here. Here's a nice easy one. Yes, Payne's Brewery. In fact, some of the building is still here actually. I'm going to show you it, and that's this building here. That's Payne's Brewery. And as you see by the photograph, it was a lot bigger. Now it is, I think it's like sort of sheltered accommodation. I'm not really quite sure what was there. All right, we continue our little walk, and we're going to go to another photo. So this next one was taken in the turn of the 20th century, and to be honest, not a lot of things have changed. Do you recognise it? Yeah, it's the Common, just on the outskirts of St Neots, and that's what it looked like there back then, and this is what it looks like now. I mean, the road is tarmacked and everything, and if you go further up here, there is like a small housing estate. Right, we're going to head back into St Neots, and we're going to find some more old photos and see if you recognise where they were taken. So we're walking up New Street. We're just going past Hyde Park, originally known as the Cannon, many years ago. And if you just come to the channel, a big hi, it's Andy here, welcome. We're walking around St Neots, we've got some old photos, we're going to have a look at the photos, and we're just seeing if you actually recognise, you know, how much recognisable where they were taken and how much things have actually changed. So, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And if you're following on TikTok, don't forget to follow. And by the way, 80% of people who watch the channel haven't subscribed. So please do, that would be great. It costs nothing, it's free, and it helps out the channel. Right, we'll continue with our little walk. As I say, we're walking down New Street at the moment. This one's a nice, easy one for you. Do you recognise it? Huh? This was taken, I would say, probably around about 1950. I'm not actually quite sure. Yeah, you recognise it, of course you do. It is the St Neots Bridge, which is just over there. And of course we have a new bridge now, and this has been here since about 1965, I think. So that's a new bridge. All right, we'll continue walking around and going to show you a bit more of, you know, some of the old photos here in St Neots. Yep, the brand new St Neots Market Square. And as you can see, not one car parked here because cars are banned. Anyway, photos. We found another photo actually. See if you recognise this one. That's right, it's the Payne's building. It's still here after all those years. A lot of the buildings actually haven't changed that much. We've got a cafe there, Nero's, and the pub. And that's been closed for some time, but it's reopened again now. Madison's it's called now. It's like a sports bar. But anyway, we'll continue our little walk, and I'm going to show you another photo. And tell me if you think you recognise where it is. So, do you recognise this? It was the old corn exchange, and there also used to be a cinema here as well. And that's just across just there, as you can see. It's been pulled down now, and it's a newish building there that's been there for, I don't know, for the last, 20 years or so. But yeah, that used to be the old corn exchange, and also used to be a cinema there as well. Anyway, we haven't finished. We're going to find another photo for you. You know, often when you're walking around, and if you look up above the buildings, you'll find they haven't actually changed a lot over the years. And well, this next one was taken, I don't know, probably about 40 years ago, I suppose, something like that. And do you recognise it? Of course, it used to be Barretts, and it was opened by a guy called Arthur Barrett. I think it was about 1897, something like that. And it used to be quite a nice department store, but it's all closed down now. So that's Barretts. That used to be just down there.